Welcome back to Tom's Garage again. Ooh, well, you know, somebody asked me the other day. They said, Tom, why are you always wearing the same clothes in every one of your videos? Well, the fact is, in 2008, over a 3-day span, I recorded 6,000 something videos at once. I never went in the house, never stopped to eat or nothing. And I loaded all those videos on YouTube and I timed them to come out once every day or two. So I've already done all the videos I'm ever gonna do. And right now I've got about 18 years worth of videos saved up, and it's been about 4 years since I started doing videos. So this video was actually filmed in 2008. That's why I never had time to do any good editing, because I've already, you know, done everything I'm gonna do. So that's one of the reasons why I'm always wearing the same clothes. You believe that? But I buy these white t-shirts by the packs, and I just bought me a new pack. That's why these are nice and clean. I actually had to buy a smaller size this time. I went from, last year I was close to 240 pounds. Now I'm down to about 170. Just from March, working every day full time out here in this hot box. So that's why I'm always wearing the same clothes. But today, man, I guess it's head gasket season. I had a customer bring me this Craftsman tractor YTS3000, and it's got the Intech single cylinder platinum. And he said it didn't run good. He bought a new tractor and he's gonna give this one to his son. He said, well, just check it out, see if it's worth anything. If it's not, we'll just junk it. But I mean, it's a nice tractor. I took the fuel tank off and cleaned it out real good, new fuel filter, and replaced this fuel line. And it seems to run pretty good, but it seems to run good even with that nasty Nicky carburetor. But it was smoking real bad when I first cranked it. I let it run for 20 minutes. And it quit smoking, but I did see smoke coming out of there. The dipstick, there's smoke coming out of there. I believe it's gonna be another head gasket. So let's diagnose this bad little boy. Let me get set up, and I'm gonna jack up the front end like I like to do, so the oil don't run out. Find a good place on the frame. This is the kind that's got the sealant on there, and it's kind of hard to get them off. Oh, it's got one of them cheap gold tip spark plugs. Look at there, this thing just fell right off. Somebody's already had that off. Sure has. Sure has. Don't look too awful bad. Looks like it's been replaced not long ago. Let's see, let me grab my long screwdriver. Well, that thing's already top dead center on the compression stroke though. Or actually on the intake. Let's see where we're at. All right, that's top dead center. Both valves are ready. Okay. Let's get the old. I haven't used that leak down tester in a long time, and I've already used it twice today. You know there's spill. Put this in the hole. Put it in the hole. Nice and tight. Okay. Set it at 0. Plug it in. Yep. The famous head gasket blowing right out of there. That's crankcase. So that head gasket, you got your piston, then you got your oil valley, push rod valley. It's going to be broke between that valley and the piston. Yep. Yep. And you can see it blowing a little smoke right out of the dipstick tube. Yeah, this one's blowing pretty good. So that was a pretty easy diagnosis there. Diagnosis. All right, let's get this thing taken apart real quick. Real quickly. Unhook that. Alright. This out of the way. Alright, there's the cover. Now we'll pop the muffler loose. Go the proper direction. Let's see if this spark plug wire out of the way. Okay, let me grab my 5/8. Pop these rockers off. I'm not going to take them completely off, just enough to get the push rods out. And let's see. Yep. The exhaust is stainless steel and the intake is aluminum. That's your exhaust and intake. And you can see the difference. One is stainless steel and the other one is aluminum. You always tell. Ooh, I've got too many things tore apart right now. Don't forget these little things that stick to the end of the valve. Don't lose them. Okay, we got that done, got that done. Let me grab that, get one of them and do that. Get an extension. Get an extension. Let's see, I'm gonna pop the intake off. And just lay that aside. And we'll take the head bolts out. Taking it all apart. I'm about to get that bracket off. I just dropped my darn. There it is. Yeah, let me get this bracket out of the way. Get this bracket out of the way. All these head bolts are the same length. I believe they're 71 inch-pounds when you put it back together, which is why I have this impact calibrated to do, is go exactly 71.8 inch-pounds. You believe that? Okay, did I get them all? Should be 1, 2, 3. Uh-oh, mind me. Give me poles. There we go. Yep, and there's your problem. There's your problem right there. That head gasket is blowed right there. That's what you call a blowout. That is what you call a blowout. Take these location pins out of the way. See if I can pull this thing off. It ain't gonna give it up easy. Yeah, it's gonna leave half of it on there, but that's where it's blowed out right there. It was blowed between the head and the gasket. Actually, it looks like it's blowed. Actually, it's blowed between the gasket and the block. So if I can peel this thing, it's gonna leave half of it on there. It's gonna be hard to tell. I need to get my razor blade. Let me grab the blade. Get behind it. Do this gently. Just set this camera down. Use both my hands. It's on a tripod. I don't know why in the world I'm holding it. Ooh, I gotta hurry up and get them fans back on. At least it's been overcast today, man. It ain't been too crazy hot. That's the reason I've done so many videos today. Just be careful not to gouge the aluminum block. Go easy on it. I try not to get my hairy elbow in the way so you can see. Oh, there's the train. I got some more parts coming in. All right, and it was blowed between the gasket and the block right there. Beautiful little area. Beautiful little area. You can see the burn marks. All right, 794114 is the new head gasket. Just like that. And I'm going back with a valve cover gasket. I'm not using that sealer stuff. I don't want to wait 24 hours for it to cure. I went ahead and took my wire brush on the drill. I just cleaned that up real good. And also I cleaned the head real good. Using mostly this one. You can really get in there with this. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop these valves out and I'm going to relap them. Make sure they're seating good. So I picked up this 670237A little valve spring compressor. I think it's pretty cool. Just going to pop these valve keepers out of here. Come on, booger. Get out of there. There we go. Easy as that. All right, let's get these valves cleaned up. We'll look at the carbon built up on that right there. Whew. Get this gasket out of the way. Don't touch it with your fingers. Always wear face protection. Good. We'll clean this one off. Looks pretty good. All right, let me grab my little doohickey. Grab your doohickey, boy. I'm not going to use the coarse. I'm just going to use the fine. Just use the fine. All right, let's see what that gives us. Oh yeah, that looks good. Nice, even, uniform ring all the way around the seat of that valve. That's pretty. That do pretty. And that's all we really want. That's all we really want. All right, let's see what that gives us. Oh yeah, that's a nice ring all the way around it. No dark spots. That one sure does pretty too. All right, that's good enough. And the seat looks pretty good. No dark spots. No dork spots. There's a little spider. Get him. All right, we got a new valve stem seal. Pry this old one off and replace it with a new one. Let me find a socket that'll go over that. You gotta be very careful. There's a real delicate little spring on top of that. Well, it fits just inside that 3/8 socket. There we go. Yeah, what I did was I just took a rag, just kind of balled it up in there like that. That'll help. That'll do what I need to do. And you just squeeze her down far enough to get the little keepers on there. And these are tapered too, so get this one right here on there first. Oh, lost it. I gotta get me a better spring compressor than the one I had. Taper part goes down. Got that one on there. We'll try to get this one on there. Nope. There we go. That's it. Now we'll do the same crazy job over here. Put the valve on first. Oh, I got a piece of the rag in there. I got to get that out of there. I got to dig that out. Taper part down. There's one. And they got a little groove on the inside that fits on that valve. It's making this spring crooked is why it doesn't want to go on there real good. There we go. That one's on there. Let me check the rag, make sure it didn't suck up in there too. There. Got it. Got it, got it. Man, I am sweating. Woo! I'm going to clean it with a little card cleaner. And a nice clean rag. Okay, and I'll take, just to give it a little polish, make sure there's no debris left on it, just take a little Scotch Brite or something and just kind of clean around on it after you've already used your wire wheel on it to polish it. I just like to do this. Especially right in here where it blew before. Nice and clean. Make sure you get all the oil, fingerprints, grease, everything off nice and clean. Alright, back to the engine. Alright, time to reinstall the hood. I think shoes are squeaky. It sounds like I've been here playing basketball, don't it? Put your locating pins back in there. Put the head gasket on there. I looked it up. The head torque is 18.5 foot-pounds, which is 25.0 nanometers. Okay, I got everything. Yeah, those little locating pins, it's going to hold the head. It's going to go here and here. So that'll hold everything lined up. There it goes. And we'll start by hand. Go ahead and gently just run it down. Just a little. You like a catch? Any more? Man, it's hot. I bet y'all are sick of hearing me complain about the heat. No, I'm sick of me complaining about the heat. Seems like that's all that there is to talk about anymore is the dang heat. It's supposed to be raining next week. I hope it is. Make it cool off a little bit. Just at the stars. Let's see. I'm just going to go in a crisscross pattern. I'm going to call this one number 1, number 2. I like to number them, that way I know that I'm getting each one of them. I didn't miss one. Or we'll call this one 5. And then we'll call this one 6. And this one can be 7, and then this one can be 8. Just don't go around in a circle. They are run down and just barely touching. So I'm going to start with number 1. Just give it a little bit. That 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That way I know I got it running. Use my trusty old torque wrench here. That'll be 25 to right there. Or no, I'm sorry, 18.5. I'm going to take it to 20. As you can see, this thing isn't exactly pointing at 0. It's like maybe 2 or 3 pounds already. So I'm going to take it just past 20. About 15 to begin with. About 15 to begin with. Now I'm going to take it up past 20. And that's good. All right, put your little valve stem caps back on there. Don't forget those. And push rods. Aluminum goes on the intake, which is here at the bottom. And look in there and make sure you get it on the lifter. Perfect, right there. The stainless steel one goes on the exhaust. And that's perfect. Take a little gander down there. I'm going to put both of these at 4,000s. That's what I've always heard was good. I think the specs calls for 5 to 5.9, but I'm going to put it at 4. Find 4,000s. There it is. .004. Little slot drag. Good enough. Perfect. I like that. Feels good. Feels good. All right. I'm taking my water wheel to this too. Got that nice and clean. And also got the valve cover nice and clean on the wire wheel on the bench. If it's going to leak, it's going to leak down at the bottom, so make sure that's clean. See, it's not. Good enough. And make sure the numbers are facing up. Make sure it's not upside down. It's possible to put it upside down, but the next technician ain't gonna be able to get to the numbers. They'll be mad at you. You'll be on somebody's hit list. Oh, boy. Okay. Yeah. All right, now we'll put the muffler on there. Stick it down in the muffler and spin it around. We're going to make sure the gasket's still good on this, which it is. Which it is. Put the big old head away. Easy. I got the muffler on. Let me go ahead and stick a spricky plug in there. While I'm thinking about it. That way I can get the spark plug wire out of the way to put the cover back on it. Down through there. Bracket here on there while I'm thinking about it. Then we'll move over and put the carburetor back on. All right. Come with. We didn't have to take anything apart, we just took the manifold loose from the head. Make sure that's clean too. Gooder than enough. Oh, let's see. Now we got to put the cover on, put these bolts off. And then we'll do an oil change. Make sure this wind deflector goes on perfectly. It's on over there properly. The oil in this thing is really, really clean. May not do an oil change. I'll do, but I ain't going to. Well, I guess I will. Yeah, I'll do an oil change. As much as I'm charging you for this, I'll do an oil change for sure. Screw off right there. Don't forget that little screw. Oh, let's put the bolts in it. Put the bolts in it. Is it on right? Always start it by hand because all this stuff is aluminum. Get my favorite little Craftsman wrench. Little beer. I'm sitting there unscrewing it down. And last but not least, this little bitty screw. This screws through and holds this to the intake manifold. I found this laying on the floorboard, so I know it's been taken apart before, recently. Little telltale signs. Oh boy. I believe that's everything. Oil's good for now. I'm going to change that. Everything's back together. Shoot, let's fire it. Alright guys, let's fire this thing up, see how she runs. I got everything put back together. The cover, air filter. One more head gasket. I got some other stuff to do to this thing, but guys, I appreciate y'all watching the video. Love one another, and I will catch you on the next one, guys. See ya.